Alright, stream is going. Hello, I'm back. I am here. We're gonna play a little bit more of Alone in the Dark, but this time we're doing Emily's story. I'm just gonna leave it on modern. Sure. I think we could skip, right? Because we're basically getting the same story. Sorry.
Got ginger ale. Oh god. Okay.
So, your uncle. What's wrong with him?
He's possessed.
As in the devil?
Something like that. He says a dark man is following him, watching him at all times.
What do you make of it?
It's nonsense, of course, but I'd be lying if I said it didn't bother me. You see, it runs in my family.
Possession?
No, detective. Deteriorating melancholy. Practically every member of the Hartwood family is driven mad before they grow old.
But Jeremy didn't kill himself. Is that why he's at your setup?
Despite being convinced that he is truly possessed, he decided to put his last chips on Dr. Gray and his psychoanalysis, figuring he might stumble upon some cure.
You mentioned the letter.
I received a disturbing letter from Jeremy accusing the staff and all the other patients of being involved in some cult. And now they are also out to get him.
Could it be real? Or is it all just in his head?
It's a story he tells himself, Mr. Carnby. Anything to avoid the truth.
Which is?
That we're all terribly insignificant. That people mean so very little to one another. That there is no one out to get Jeremy Hartwood because he isn't worth getting.
Here we are.
My uncle's not well, Mr. Carnby. I want to make sure he's all right.
Then what's my part in this? You couldn't get a cab?
I just wouldn't feel safe going alone.
Alright, Emily time.
Did you bring a gun?
Yeah. You think it'll actually come to that?
No. But you might need to wave it around depending on how agreeable the staff will be.
What exactly are we gonna do when we find Jeremy?
I don't know. Let's just find him first.
Go play Edward Carnby again. Alright.
Hello?
It's so quiet. Where is everyone?
This is a big place. Maybe they're on the other side of the house.
Stay here. I'll have a look.
I wonder how close their stories will line up.
Surprised by her own reckless decision, Emily found herself breaking into Desetto. She mulled over how to present her story in case she got caught, but couldn't think of anything that sounded convincing. She wasn't much of a fast talker. Best to find a way to open the front door and let Detective Conby inside so he can handle the situation.
Flashlight. Grab that.
What's this?
Cool. Does Emily have a gun? Yes, she does. Get away from me. Possible not cat thing. Big ass tree. Or should I say big ass
I need
monster.
The key. This must be older than Derceto. They've built the house around it.
Drink. I wonder where Emily's whole thing's gonna be. Just like we learned about Edward's story.
I'll just take this.
Every day your silence weighs a little heavier. It's been a difficult year.
Oh god. Oh man. Shit was loading. It's this way.
Please do not touch.
I will. Not.
I need the key. Ah, what's this?
Sunday, June 22nd.
Oh. I need the key.
Wait, don't.
Excuse me? Do you know where I can find Jeremy Hartwood?
Of course not.
McCarthy, what are you doing? I told you not to lose sight of the girl.
Don't you worry, Mags. I'll find that little rascal.
Who are you people? What are you doing here?
I'm sorry about all this, but I'm looking for my uncle. His name is Jeremy Hartwood.
The child.
What are you doing, child? You shouldn't be alone. Go find McCarthy.
Who are you? Are you here for the Fay Dodo?
Go upstairs now.
My name is Emily Hartwood. I'm the niece of Jeremy Hartwood. This is Detective Carnby.
The police? Why are you here?
No, I'm a private investigator. Sorry to bother you. My client's worried about her uncle. He's a patient here at Dorsetto. If you don't mind, could you direct us where to find him?
No, I can't. Jeremy has gone missing. If you leave your information, I will make sure to contact you.
Wait, he ran away?
No, he won't leave the house. He's around here somewhere, and both of our orderlies are looking for him.
That's unacceptable. Where's Dr. Gray? I want to speak with him immediately.
Fine, I'll ask him. Wait here and don't touch anything.
Do you want to see Jeremy's room?
Can you show us?
Follow me.
There are some slight differences. I am noticing that.
Thank you. Strange kid.
Let's look around, see what we can find.
All right.
Jeremy had gone missing. The housekeeper said the staff at Dorsetto was looking for him. But Emily wanted answers and demanded to speak to Dr. Gray, the man in charge. While waiting, a young girl offered to show Emily and Detective Carnby inside Jeremy's room. The perfect opportunity to look for clues regarding Jeremy's disappearance.
What kind of stuff are we looking for? I've never been part of an investigation before.
Letters, diaries, receipts, all sorts of notes.
I've read about police analyzing teeth marks and blood samples and fingerprints to find criminals. Is that something you can do?
No, that sounds more like the way the Bureau of Investigation does things. But, you know, if you do find teeth or blood, it's still worth mentioning.
We should talk to Dr. Gray when we're done here. He's the one who runs the hospital. He must know something about what's happened.
Yeah, I just want to get a feel of what we're dealing with here first.
Of course.
Every night the dark man stands opaque at the threshold of my room, counting the days until my spirit spills out of my tired shape.
Damn, I'm good.
Have you ever seen anything like this? Looks like a talisman.
You mean like this one?
Can you find me a knife to cut the canvas? I want to take this with me.
You want to take the painting? Sure, I'll find one. found this tube as well. Should keep it safe for you. Do you want to carry it, or should I? Miss Hartwood? Emily?
I'll take it. Thank you.
We're done here, right?
I'm not sure. I don't know how to do any of this.
Listen, I think we should talk to Dr. Gray. He must know something about what's going on around here.
Okay. Let's do that.
Come on, I don't want to be here all night.
Detective Carnby? Where did...
Whoa, that was some weird ghosting.
What on earth is happening? What is this place?
Emily had never seen the French Quarter quite like this, dark and alien. The only possible refuge she could see from Jeremy's balcony was a bit of light coming from a corner store.
Oh, neat. The stuff that we collected from Edward's part. Huh. It's cool. We get to keep it. Just really keep an eye out for that stuff. All right, you motherfucker. Nope. Nope.
She had killed the horrid thing. But what was it? And would there be more?
What the hell was that thing?
Oh wait, hold on. What's a hidden memory in the attic?
This can't be.
Fuck it out.
Emily, is that you?
Baptiste?
How'd you get here?
I was back at Derceto. Looking for my Uncle Jeremy?
Jeremy's your uncle. I didn't know.
Why would you? You're still working at Derceto?
Yeah, both me and Lottie stuck around. We're real orderlies now. You remember my sister Lottie, don't you?
What happened, Baptiste? How are we here?
You know about the dark man haunting your uncle?
I'm familiar with his mental state.
I think we all in his head somehow. Because these streets are real, but they're not like on any map. Nah, this is like when you remember something, but in the wrong way.
Do you know how to get back to Derceto? I'm not safe here.
Truer words have yet been spoken, Mrs. Marcus.
Don't call me that. It's Miss Emily Hartwood. There's no reason to call me anything else.
I'm sorry, Miss Emily. I'm just trying to tell you like it is. This place ain't safe for no one. There's evil hiding in the dark.
How do I get back?
Only Jeremy knows how. He has this juju necklace guiding him.
You mean this talisman?
Mm-hmm. Just like it. He says it's been protecting him ever since he got it from Miss Jackson down the street.
You know where it came from? Have you been there?
I was there no more than 1 hour ago looking for Jeremy. Locked it up to keep the ghouls from getting inside. You can have the key if you want.
Thank you. I'll take a look.
Stay safe, miss.
Get a trophy for playing the game. Funny. Funny. Baptiste's keys.
Emily couldn't understand where she was, but it felt like a waking dream. Baptiste, who she vaguely remembered from her past, claimed to work as an orderly at Derceto. He was also looking for Jeremy, and seemed to imply that he was chasing him through Jeremy's own mind.
I got a cat here.
Maybe this wasn't Emily's dream, but Jeremy's, and she was trapped inside somehow. Baptiste suspected that Jeremy was in some control due to a talisman that he had been given by a Miss Jackson, a name Emily recalled to be one of the many voodoo witch doctors in the French Quarter. In hope to find a way back to Derceto, Emily set out to find Miss Jackson's place.
Are you staying here?
For a while. Want to see if Jeremy shows up.
Your sister. She also works at Derceto?
Yeah, she the one who got us jobs.
Be careful, okay?
You said it, miss.
Ow. Hold on. anything around. Hatchet. Gross. Also bad. Oh, God. God.
This must be Miss Jackson's place. Let's see if we can find out more about Jeremy's talisman.
Emily found this waking dream disturbingly persuasive. If this was Jeremy's world, what did that mean? Was the Hartwood family suffering a literal curse? Was the dark man, that ghoulish specter haunting Jeremy, an actual supernatural being? Emily pushed her thoughts aside and focused. She needed to find out about the talisman and get back to Desetto.
This talisman.
It looks exactly like Jeremy's talisman.
Yeah, what is Emily? Oh. When I get back, 1918, John Marcus. Oh. Jeremy's warning. Dearest Emily.
Dearest Emily, Desetto is the prey of evil, and now they're all in on it. The staff and all the patients are nothing more than a mindless cult set to awaken the bayou. I see now that it was wrong of me to try to survive the madness of the Dark Man. You will also learn that soon enough. Every hour that passes where I deny him his right to my sanity makes it worse for the people I care about. He perfectly staged his world in order to conduct my fall. And I have to fall, Emily. Stay away, my dearest niece. Stay as far away from Desetto as you can. Someday you may understand what I've done. May God forgive me. Farewell, Jeremy Hartwood.
Okay. Three, 5, 8.
I think it's meant to hold the talisman. I'm not sure what numbers I should use. Maybe there's something in Jeremy's notes. What's that picture in the glass? Where is that?
Good to see you again, Miss Hartwood. Mrs. Thompson told me you were here. She also alerted me that you brought a detective with you. I'm very curious to hear what this is all about. You don't remember me, do you, Miss Hartwood? We met at your family's house in the Garden District, when your uncle was about to be admitted under my care.
No, I remember. Sorry. I'm not really feeling well.
Oh, well, in that case, have a seat. Let me make you a drink. I don't seem to have made much of an impression on you. On the other hand, I can vividly recall you and your parents.
Because of our cheerful disposition, I'm sure.
You are far too intelligent to think that. You come from a joyless family, Miss Hartwood. The only amusement I took from my visit was discovering that the young lady's drink was an old-fashioned.
Very astute. Is that supposed to make you seem attentive or intelligent?
Whatever you prefer. Are you ready to tell me why you are here, Miss Hartwood? And why you brought a detective?
I received a letter from my uncle. He seems certain that he was in danger here. If I find out you're treating him badly, I'll be taking him back with me to New Orleans.
Really? Is he going to live with you in your tiny garçonniere? That would be a spectacular way to ratify your spinsterhood.
Sorry.
Because you are well aware that your father would never let him back in his house. No, I have it. Maybe you can bring him back up north. You've been wanting to move back for quite a few years, haven't you? You always preferred your mother's side of the family. Jeremy is free to leave with you. I won't object. However, there is one problem, as you might have learned. He is, in fact, missing.
Do you know where he could have gone?
No, I'm afraid I don't. I have my staff looking for him. I'm sure he will show up eventually. Especially if he learns that you are here. He is quite fond of you.
What can you tell me about his condition? I never heard a proper diagnosis. What is your medical opinion of him?
Well, let me think. He is an anxious man, depressed, even. He suffers from a perceived lack of order in his inner and outer life. He constantly complains about events not presenting themselves according to their divine nature.
And the Dark Man?
Hard to tell if it was ever anything specific. Jeremy uses the Dark Man as a psychological scapegoat to avoid facing the truth that he is in any way at fault.
You don't think there can be any truth to the Dark Man's supernatural existence?
Why would you ask that?
Can we ever be sure?
If the Dark Man is some sort of evil presence that is in possession of Jeremy?
Well,
I assure you, any evidence that you experience supporting that claim is purely delusional. Don't get caught up in mass hysteria, Miss Hartwood. You wouldn't want to take your uncle's place in this hospital, would you?
I'll be leaving now, Doctor. I need to keep looking for my uncle.
Do so, Miss Hartwood. I'll let you know if he shows up.
He's coming off really passive-aggressive. But hey, chapter 2. We're blazing through this.
Detective Carnby! God, I'm glad to see you. I was afraid you had left.
Me? You're the one who just disappeared.
It's hard to explain. I think I blacked out. It was like I went somewhere else.
It's okay, miss. You're clearly upset.
No, I don't know what's happening.
This is a very stressful situation for you, I understand.
Ugh, no, you don't understand.
Just take a deep breath. Why don't you sit down, smoke some of the Perique? If you want, I could even drive you back to New Orleans. I just want to have a talk with Dr. Gray first.
I want to stay. I found a talisman just like the one in the painting. I think I might be able to figure out where Tarawea is, where Jeremy wanted to go.
That's great. Just stay out of trouble, okay? Let me handle the investigation.
I'm not crazy, Detective. Not yet.
Okay, catch you later.
Despite making a fool of herself in front of Dr. Gray and Detective Conby, Emily felt surprisingly invigorated. She felt absolutely sure that it was her manipulation of the talisman that had brought her back to Derceto. Jeremy mentioned 2 items in his commonplace book that somehow connected him to 2 more dreams, or whatever they should be called. If Jeremy had 2 more worlds open to him, then maybe he would hide there if he was scared. Or maybe he found a way to Tarawea, the place Jeremy so desperately wanted to visit. Excited to follow up on her clues, Emily set out to find the old clock and the boiler.
Alright. So now, time for some puzzles.
If a talisman like this can open up doors between the French Quarter and Derceto, then maybe Jeremy is hiding in some strange other world, like Tarawea, the place he mentioned in the book. No matter where he is, it's clear that my search won't be limited to Derceto. Jeremy's room. All back to normal.
Emily's here.
Oh yeah, we have Batista's key. Got it. So that means we have to head to the library.
I need the key.
Okay. I mean, it's only been a couple days, so from chapter 1. So I think I remember most of it. Oh.
Good evening, Miss Hartwood. That is your name, isn't it? I would be terribly embarrassed if it wasn't.
You're right. Emily Hartwood, Jeremy's niece. Nice to meet you.
Ruth Talon. Is that Perique you're smoking? How terribly quaint.
Maybe so, but I like it.
Would you care to share some? That smell is making me feel very nostalgic.
Is it all that you hope for?
I enjoy your light mockery, Miss Hartwood. I can tell we would make great friends.
How flattering. Too bad you're locked up in this place.
Your insincerity is really refreshing. I wish you were mad as I am. Then you could stay.
Give it a few years and I might just be. Lunacy is one of my family's few privileges.
Oh, good. I'll be looking forward to it.
Excuse me.
You don't know anything about what happened to Jeremy, do you?
Everyone here is really strange, and it's hard to know what to make of anything you hear. Occasionally, it sounds quite exciting, though. Good versus evil and all that. I'm sorry, but I don't think I have anything useful to share.
It doesn't matter. Thank you for the much-needed break.
Bon voyage.
Emily felt surprised by how much she enjoyed the company of Ruth. There was something familiar and friendly about her, like they were old friends that simply forgot about each other.
Is that gonna be Emily's core memory, Ruth?
Now this'll come in handy.
Fucking nice.
It's wet shut. What is going on here?
Forgot about that.
Everything's back to normal.
What are you doing sneaking around? You almost scared me to death.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disturb your ritual. I wouldn't have guessed voodoo was in practice at a place like this.
The doctor may be all about science, but I know these roots have power.
You know what's going on here? I have a feeling Derceto is cursed.
There are several players with stakes in this game. Derceto isn't cursed or blessed. It's a battleground. And it would all be a lot better if you could get your uncle out sooner than later.
That's all I'm trying to do.
I wish you the best of luck, Miss Hartwood. I really mean that. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to look after my gumbo.
The housekeeper buried something in the flower patch beneath one of Dr. Gray's windows. She was singing in some Creole language, performing a peculiar bourgeois voodoo ritual. Certainly not an unfamiliar sight in the French Quarter, but voodoo had never felt this bitter to Emily.
What's that? It worked. Now what's this?
Back up. Creepy cat thing.
There we go. I need the key.
Okay. Trying to remember what else his keys unlock. Oh, I think the clerk's room.
I need the key.
Yeah.
Saw your notice in the boiler room.
Dr. Elmore Lee Gray is DeSeto's chief doctor.
Interesting. It's all the patient files except for Jeremy's. Looks sturdy. Doubt I'll be opening this.
I forget the code for that. Yeah, when I get to it.
Paul, you're right about the plates on the boiler and the clock.
Okay. Okay, room 6.
What's that stain? Looks like this must be the clock mentioned in the commonplace book. This looks like the thing that held the talisman in the French Quarter, but it's broken and missing some pieces.
The old clock was an intricate machine with eccentric astronomic motifs, but nothing appeared particularly unusual to Emily. But then she discovered a large decorative plate that reminded her of Miss Jackson's ritual bench, where she had configured the talisman to open the door back to Deseto. The clock's plate had unfortunately been sabotaged, but if she could piece the plate back together, she figured she would be able to repeat the procedure and maybe open up to another world.
I need the key.
Okay, no, it's here. I wonder if Perosi's puzzle is still going to be the same.
What a strange but beautiful room.
I did it. I crawled.
Will I need to remember how to get them out?
There's some aggressive-looking rot on these paintings.
Yep. What is it?
The Astarte Artist Colony. I'm pretty sure they had a Mardi Gras crew called the Pirates of Pontchartrain when I was a child.
The simple astrology cipher was a favorite among the artists who lived in the house 20 years ago. They easily turned into numbers when needed, but also acted as signatures for the members, as there were only 12 of them.
Okay, so what is it? Franklin, William, and Nora. Franklin, 924. William, Franklin, Nora. William, Franklin, Nora. So 294. 294. 294. 29. Pisces, Libra, Taurus.
Are these zodiac signs?
There we go.
Ah, here we go.
Give me that piece. Ow. Steady as she goes.
I think I've seen this somewhere. I don't understand.
Suddenly, Jeremy's bleak dreamscape devoured Emily, drowning her in dread and darkness, only to moments later spit her out again. What had happened, and why? Was that her doing, or did someone else make it so?
What's happening? There was something in the commonplace book about this.
There we go.
Did it break? The clock just stopped.
643. Here I go.
It's showing me something. That's just the hallway outside Jeremy's room, isn't it?
I'm now alone in the dark.
Emily deserved a sense of triumph, but she was too on edge to appreciate her success. There was no reasonable explanation why the talisman let her open up this other world. Was this really happening? Or was this somehow all in her mind? There was no time to question her own sanity. She had to find Jeremy. If he was here, she thought, would she find Jeremy in the hateful mound?
I opened up another dream.
May 1920.
Yeah, okay, I got that. We're running through this. We're blazing through this.
Locked. Here we go.
Sweet.
It worked.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta use the bathroom. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I've been drinking a lot of liquids. Anything I missed? Seemed like it. I know there's some motherfucker around here. Let's catch the business. Nothing? Nothing. Good on the drink. They call me the drink. Sorry. I love that meme so much. Ow. Cool. Glad we established that. Yeah, keep the shovel. What the? Oh, come on. Just... No! I'm stuck! Oh my god, okay. We're good now. God damn it. This fucking game, I swear. Ow.
I can break this, I just need something to hit it with.
Hold on. It's on the other side? Other side. Oh, sorry. Oh, fuck. No, thank you.
Damn it, there has to be a way to get to the other side.
Excuse me.
Now what?
Don't worry. That's what.
Just don't look down, Emily.
I just realized we never fought that thing.
It's the hateful mound Jeremy mentioned in his... Jeremy, you dropped your...
Mrs. Marcus?
Get off of me!
What are you doing here?
Trying to find my uncle.
Jeremy is your uncle?
Could you please? Thank you. And it's Miss Hartwood.
You don't remember me?
I remember you, Mr. Bois. I met your brother Baptiste earlier.
I suppose he hadn't found Jeremy either then. We spread out to find him.
Can I have this? I'm trying to get to Tarawea.
Fine, believe the rest. I just want Jeremy to come looking. We have to leave before it comes inside.
What? Where?
Come quick.
Oh, God damn my soul.
The dream of the grave under the cheniere suddenly vanished, and Emily found herself back at Derceto. Instead of Jeremy, she found Lottie, who, just like her brother Baptiste, reminded her of John, who died so bravely in the war. She pushed her painful memories out of her mind and returned to her investigation. She still needed to figure out what to do with the boiler.
I'm back at Derceto.
Reflections on the Power of the Verb in Certain Texts by Juan Luis Jorge. To act is in itself divine.
Yeah, I know. I got a Juan.
It's wet shut.
Not anymore.
It worked.
The bot.
Yeah, the audio is like wigging out.
Lost.
Oh, it's gonna be another.
Locked.
Yep. Well, he's wigging out.
Okay, that wasn't so bad. It's wet shut. It worked. Whoa.
I don't think I can enter the attic yet. Oh, I cannot. I guess this works too?
Jeremy? What the hell is that? What? There was a dead body in here. Did I just imagine that?
The body of Deseto's clerk transformed into some eye-clad abomination before he suddenly disappeared. Surely it was all in her head. A horrible vision planted by the Dog Man.
It's another one of those plates for the talisman. It's also broken and missing some pieces.
The boiler seemed unremarkable, except for the broken decorative plating on the side. It looked similar to the ritual bench that Emily used in Miss Jackson's place to open the door leading back to Deseto. Emily wondered why it was broken and if it had been deliberately sabotaged. If so, why? Emily figured she would find out later and focused on finding the broken pieces and mending the plate.
Alright, I'm gonna make a save there. Now we have to head to the sitting room. Second floor? Second floor. That way.
Come on, Grace. I'm too tired for games. I'll even let you play with my jackknife. Oh, good evening. You haven't seen a little girl by any chance, have you?
I don't think so.
You would have known if you did. The only kid crazy enough to be in this place.
She's not in her room then?
That would be a first. Always running around causing trouble. She's very hard to pin down, that one. You want a sip?
I'm good, thank you.
Well, I should be going then. Unless there's anything you need from me.
I just want to find my uncle before anything happens to him.
Oh, don't worry, miss. He'll show up. He is much too lily-livered to kill himself.
Why would he?
It's his greatest ambition, didn't you know? Take care now.
Alright, Emily's stuff. Not Emily's stuff, Grace.
McCarthy moseyed off to continue his search for the little girl. Emily had meant to ask why he was looking for her, but decided against it, fearing that it would just prolong an already awkward scene.
So this is Grace's room. Cute.
It's my request.
Don't you worry, Grace.
Yeah.
This must be the great Cassandra Beauregard's room. I'm not sure what I expected. Maybe something more extravagant?
Miss Beauregard, I picked up your medicine at the post office today. As you understand...
It's another one of those peculiar padlocks. There's more of that aggressive rot on the bottles.
The medicine bottles had stains of rot on the labels, suggesting some greater shape. They just needed to be put in the right order. But for what purpose?
I wonder what that means.
What was 572?
If I find the full set of bottles, then maybe I can make something out of the strange markings.
I don't remember. Damn it, man. I feel like I could blaze through it if I just remembered the puzzles.
I need the key.
What are you doing here, child?
Do you teach piano as well?
Huh?
You're a governess. Did you teach those clawing Casino kids how to play the piano?
How do you know about that?
Just because grown-ups don't notice children doesn't mean we don't notice you.
Yes. I taught them some piano.
Are you any good at it?
Not good enough to play a broken one.
It fell from the attic. Brought half the ceiling down.
It was Jeremy's fault, wasn't it?
Nobody knows what happened, but you're not wrong.
All right, you little weirdo. Whoa!
What are you doing?
What the fuck? Also, where did you get that syringe?
I'm gonna go now. See you around.
You little weird gangly armed child.
the prick of the syringe hadn't hurt as much as the humiliation of being played by that child. Emily just couldn't make any sense of her behavior. Grace seemed amused, but not mocking. Was this just her being playful? As her feelings subsided, a second thought appeared. She wouldn't have injected her with something, would she?
Damn it. The child locked the door. The fuck? Wasn't expecting her to fucking shoot me up with something. It's fucked up.
Ugh. On the commonplace of evil. That's more of that unsettling rot. Now what's this?
Okay.
The rot made the shape of a snake. Is it telling me something? Maybe it has to do with the numbers on the bottles.
257. 2 is you. Yeah, 2 is you. Four, 5, where go? 257, 257. 2 is Pisces, okay. 5 is Gemini, okay. And then 7 is Leo.
It's another piece of broken plate.
Alright. Back to the boiler. That's not the way I needed to go. I just made that realization right now. Okay.
You know, Mr.
No. Okay. Puzzle time. That's, yeah. There you go. Ah. Got it. Nine, 7, 5. Okay.
The talisman is showing another room. Something is open. It worked. I'm in another one of Jeremy's dreams.
Emily stepped out into the humid night and found herself recognizing the Lafayette Cemetery. She hadn't been here for years, she thought, and in a way, she still hadn't returned. This was something not quite the same. Hoping she would soon get to see her uncle, she set off to find the chapel mentioned in his book.
Is that bullets? It is.
It's been a while since I visited the family tomb. I hope it's in a better state than the real world.
There you are.
What's this? What's that for? There we go.
It was the chapel where Jeremy had promised to mourn the mysterious Perosi. Maybe soon she would be able to talk to her uncle and have him end this madness. She just needed to find a way inside the chapel.
This is the chapel in Jeremy's book. It looks like I need more medallions to open it.
Ah! Can't really dodge. Oh, come on. Stop. No. Oh, forgot that fucker. There, heading back up. Oh, forgot about that guy right here. Alright, I'm gonna beat his ass. Okay. Ow! Son of a bitch. Yeah, this is a section where you have to run. Let me get them shotgun shells. And yeah, more shotgun shells. Alright.
Too many, I have to run.
And yeah, this is where the audio fucking dies. Thanks. I forgot. That's where the audio fucking dies.
There we go.
I made it out.
You gotta come up here. You stay up here. And you up there.
Emily, is that you?
Uncle?
Jeremy.
What are you doing here?
Well, you sounded so miserable in your letter. I've come to take you away from here.
J-Dog?
I can't believe I made such a foolish mistake. All I wanted was for you to stay away.
What do you mean?
I bargained with the Dark Man. A pact to keep New Orleans safe with my own life as tribute.
The Dark Man isn't real, Jeremy. There is nothing he can do to hurt you.
How do you think any of this is happening? How do you still not trust my words?
Yeah, dummy.
Fine. Then let me help.
Don't be foolish. He will bury you next to me in his sunken temple for an eternity.
I don't care. I'll find a way. I have my own talisman, and I know about Tarawea.
Oh, wait, don't speak.
Who's in here? Show yourself.
You know who, Emily. He took your grandfather.
No, I mean it. Who's in here? I can feel someone's in here.
The Dark Man. Oh, blinding.
Emily!
Tarawea. Why do you want to go there, Jeremy?
Give me that.
I've seen so many strange occurrences lately. Memories explode into existence and then burn out like tired glass.
Okay.
I need to find out more about Jeremy's pact with the Dark Man. He meant to go to Tarawea. Maybe there is something there that would help.
Despite suffering the Hartwood curse herself, Emily never thought she would be seeing the Dark Man manifested in front of her eyes. To Emily, the curse was very much a psychological condition and not something that could suddenly step into a physical world. What did this mean? Could her own personal demons take form? Surely the only way to get any answers would be to find a way to the place Jeremy so desperately wanted to go. She needed to go to Tarawea.
She was beautiful. I wonder what happened to her.
Perusi's fate remained a mystery to Emily. Was she a part of Jeremy's story, or did she maybe have her own?
It's a telescope lens. Well, why would he lock it in here?
Jeremy had found a way to enter Tarawea, but he wasn't allowed to go. He knew deep down that it was impossible for him to cross that threshold. Instead, he hoped that Perosi would go in his place and burn his library to the ground so he could start again. But she never got the chance. Perosi had her own problems, her own demons, and she died suddenly one day without warning. Holding the telescope lens in her hands, Emily suspected what it was. At least a part of the key to that paradise Jeremy so desperately wanted to see. Curious what she would find, she felt eager to put the lens to use.
You could have just... whatever. It's fine.
I need the key.
There we go. Take me away. Let me see Diego Luna again.
Whoa.
Wait, I gotta do this puzzle.
Wait, what's going on? It's entering the numbers by itself? Okay, great, so where is that?
Was this dream of Tarawea without a catch? A place for rest and comfort.
I say, what do I still have? I still got the cross. I got Jesus on my side. Help me, Jeebus. Oh, I forgot to unlock it. Shit. Yeah, I forgot to unlock it.
Ah, here we go.
Wait. Fuck, I didn't need to walk all the way around. Alright. Chapter 3. Juan Luis Jorge. Ugh. Hello, Juan.
You should not have come, Emily.
How do you know my name? Have we met?
In a manner of speaking. As a manifestation of Yermi's deepest desires. I am to you unfamiliar. Yet I know of you.
Are you Jeremy? Is that what you're saying?
I am only his subconscious thoughts. I cannot speak for his totality.
How come you have a Spanish accent? And what is this place? Is this Tarawea?
Are you
This
some kind
is
of
indeed
Mexican?
the fabled convent of Tarawea, where Yermi goes to find peace during his sessions with Dr. Gray.
It's all fantasy then.
Based on the things he has read and seen.
And that includes you.
Yes. My name is Juan Luis Jorge. Yermi once read a book of mine. It stuck with him.
Can you help me break the pact with the Dark Man so we can leave Dorsetto?
Yermi doesn't want you to. He wants to honor his word to the Dark Man.
Why? What's the point? I don't understand what the pact is for.
The people of Dorsetto are calling upon evil to enter this world. Your uncle offered his soul to the Dark Man to contain this disaster.
What? No, that doesn't make any sense.
The pact will be fulfilled at dawn. As the sun rises, Yermi will forever be entombed in his sunken desert temple. As promised, the Dark Man shall quarantine and starve the evil inside Dorsetto.
What about all the patients and the staff?
They will not stand a chance.
That's unacceptable. How could Jeremy agree to this?
Desperation, of course. Yermi did not choose martyrdom lightly.
Well, nothing is lost yet. I'm sure I can find a way to break the pact and save Jeremy. And hopefully the people at Dorsetto. What even is this evil you're talking about?
I don't know much. I think some nightmarish entity from the bayou.
I'll just have to deal with that later. First, I have to get Jeremy out of his deal. What? Did you run out of arguments?
You're actually quite inspiring, Miss Emily. If we put Yermi's feelings aside, I would have to say I agree with you.
Really?
You might just be able to save the old man from himself. I think you should take a look in the convent library. Try to find the truth about Yermi's relationship with the Dark Man.
Okay.
You should know that you won't be alone in those grand halls. The Dark Man has been reading those books for years.
He's here?
You'll have to be very careful.
Of course. I can be careful.
Good luck, Miss Emily.
As much as Emily wanted to soak in the comfort of Jeremy's dream and take a seat next to Juan under his Bodhi tree, she knew she couldn't stay. She had to visit the library and find information about Jeremy and his first meeting with the Dark Man.
What is the Dark Man, do you know?
The Black Sun. The stalker among the stars. The crawling chaos. No. Neither I nor Jeremy knows what he truly is.
I'm worried this is how it starts. That this is just madness enveloping me.
I'm sorry. There is no compelling answer I can give you to dispel such doubts.
Well, I've put this off long enough. Take care, Juan.
You too, Miss Emily. I will cross my fingers and hope for the best.
I'm gonna try to get midway, and then I'm gonna call it for tonight, because chapter 4 was like relatively long. I feel like 2 might have been longer. But I would have to take a look around. Find the key.
The great library.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's the Dark Man.
Okay.
It was in the hot autumn that I went through the night with the restless crowds. He was a kind of itinerant showman who held forth in public halls and aroused widespread fear. The New Orleans address of the event is lost, but I remember distinctly the Prext shipping company pressing their contribution.
Emily!
There's Juan.
Please, no.
I hope you found what you were looking for, Emily. I fear there is no going back.
He's in my head, Juan. His breath replacing mine.
You should not have come, Emily.
Ruth.
Well, if it isn't my new best friend. Come, join me for some giggle water.
As you can see, I am not in the greatest of shape, but okay, I will drink.
Ruth?
Oh, Miss Hartwood, don't tell me you've been out swinging without me.
Ruth, what is this place? Where are we?
Have you never been to the Maccabean before? Goodness me. Tell me, Miss Hartwood, have you ever considered going out for an evening?
Are we in New Orleans?
Oh, who can tell anymore? I just went inside the grand parlor and suddenly here I am.
The grand parlor? Can I get back to Derceto from here?
Are you sure you want to? We could stay here and drink the night away. How about a gin fizz?
If this is New Orleans, maybe I should go further. Find that magic show the book was talking about. But there was no address, just Prext Shipping Company.
Oh, is this about where Jeremy met the Dark Man?
How do you know about that?
Jeremy talked a lot about the Dark Man. I always felt a bit envious.
How so?
If an all-powerful entity showed me any interest, I'd at least hear him out. I'm sure he has plenty to offer.
I don't think you'd want that, Ruth. You're too sweet for such darkness.
Oh, please. What kind of blue nose do you take me for? I relish the darkness. I think it suits me.
You don't happen to know how to find the Prext Shipping Company, do you?
Of course. Their office is just over there.
Okay.
Whoa, what happened?
Once I get the Tommy gun.
You just got lucky. A bientôt, Mademoiselle Emily.
Hey, do you know where my uncle is?
No, but I bet you're close.
New Orleans lies southwest of Derceto, along the great Mississippi River. Its old town, the French Quarter, or the Vieux Carré, is home of the proud and often rich Creoles. Wrapped around this center, you will find a large and eclectic city full of people, including the most mundane dock workers, reckless gangsters, jazz-crazed flappers, and of course, the mysterious voodoo people. At night, you can stand on the lakeside of Derceto and watch New Orleans glow like embers on the horizon. New Orleans.
It was in the hot autumn that I went through the night with the restless crowds to witness the enigmatic Black Pharaoh. He was a kind of itinerant showman who held forth in public halls and aroused widespread fear wherever he performed. It was the sort of thrills my father sought out, especially if there was a promise of electrical trickery. The Nolan's address of the event is lost, but I remember distinctly the Prext shipping company, pressing their contribution in the morning papers. There were rumors of an Egyptian sarcophagus being a part of the act, something which kept me wondering how they had carried that up the seemingly endless stairs. The details of the showman's performance have almost been entirely replaced by dread, the kind that numbs and hides the terror of something unbearable. What is certain is that ever since that night, I can't remember a single day passing without seeing or sensing the presence of a dark man.
Preg's Shipping Company. According to the book in the Great Library, they assisted a showman performing somewhere in New Orleans. It's somehow connected to Jeremy's introduction to the Dark Man. I'm sure I can find the address inside.
Why couldn't...
The Hartwood Curse set is one I'm really interested in.
Side.
I'm curious, like, where those pieces are. I'm probably gonna look up a guide.
There's a way through the sewers.
That's health. Nice.
All done.
Yeah, not gonna go. Oh, audio again.
All right. I made it inside the warehouse. Now let's find that address. This is getting ridiculous. I mean, I'm not complaining.
Because it's sick. Four, 5, 4.
Gotta go manifesto. September 19th, 1892. Breck Shipping Company delivered 4 steamer trunks, 1 Egyptian sarcophagus, and a large wooden crate.
This is it. The address to the theater where Jeremy first met the Dark Man.
Reload. And reload.
Looks like the fog cleared up.
Hey, okay. I'm gonna check if I missed any. Ah, it's in the Hateful Mound. Okay, I'm gonna save it here. Okay. I'm gonna try to replay through the second chapter to get the thing. Yeah, I'll try to get back up here. Until then, thanks for hanging out with me. I'll be back later. Bye-bye.